What's happening, folks? This your boy is either real here, and then I want to start off by saying, shouts out to the Bryant family, to Vanessa Bryant, to Jelly Bean, and all of Kobe Bryant's, saying parents, his brothers, his sisters, his family, right? Shouts out to his wife and the rest of his daughters. Rest in peace, Kobe Bryant. I'm recording this video on the day of his memorial. Okay, so again, we are still mourning the loss of a legend. Okay. And I also want to say rest in peace to this man right here on the right. Rest in peace to Pop Smoke. Okay. And this video is gonna go out to you young folks, to all the young rappers in the game, right? The rappers who are in between the ages of 18 through 25, right? You need to hear this the most. Because I'm gonna tell you why what happened to Pop Smoke, what you gonna do to avoid what happened to Pop Smoke. What happened to Pop Smoke you could avoid. Okay. I'm gonna tell you this now because, and I want to say now before I continue, man, people need to stop blaming Travis Scott right here for his death. Travis Scott had nothing to do with Pop Smoke dying like that. Okay, this is the problem with you conspiracy theorists, right? You people who do these gematria, these stupid videos, man. And you wanna tell them it's always a sacrifice. First of all, man, Travis Scott lost a lot of money in Pop Smoke. This is one of his artists that he invested in, right? This is somebody he looked after, right? Pop Smoke was given an opportunity by Travis Scott to rap and have a contract. Travis Scott was looking out for that young brother, right? Travis Scott wanted to give Pop Smoke the same opportunity he got. And it's sad that Pop Smoke lost his life like that. But that's what really happened, man. Travis Scott had nothing to do with that. So why would Travis Scott, so think about it, for you conspiracy theorists, right? You people who have no compassion, you act like these artists, right? Just because you see them on TV, you see actors on TV make all this money, you act like they just evil, right? They automatically part of the devil. They just don't. You just think they have no life, no soul, right? This man, Travis Scott, lost a lot of money. He had a lot of money invested in Pop Smoke. He's not gonna get back because of this. Okay. So why would Travis Scott have somebody that he took the time with, right? That he might have money invested in, and why he want somebody like that killed? Okay, so think about it. Why would Travis Scott have somebody sacrifice that was making him money and the label money, and then making Pop Smoke money, right? Why would he have somebody killed that he tried to give opportunity to? He wanted to see him have a long career. That doesn't make any sense. Okay, so get your minds out the gutter. Y'all need to stop watching too much TV. Stop listening to people like Zachary K. Hubbard, who don't understand this type of lifestyle, don't know any rappers personally. He don't talk to nobody. Okay, stop listening to those idiots, right? But no, what happened to Pop Smoke is that Pop Smoke got his home invaded, right? Some people he thought was his friend had him set up. I'm just gonna call it what it is. That man was set up. The people close to him set him up to get killed, right? Because this man is living in California out here, and you got people that's jealous and mad, right? You know, this guy was just, you know what I'm saying, just living his life, having fun. He thought everybody was cool with him, and he found out the hard way. Sometimes when it comes to this type of lifestyle, you making a whole lot of money, you got a career, everybody necessarily ain't your friend like that. Y'all gotta learn that, dude. You gotta learn about loyalty. Not everybody gonna be loyal, right? Especially rappers like Pop Smoke here who come from the hood, right? These young rappers, the reason why a lot of these young rappers die off, sometimes it's not the drugs or the depression. It's because you got people who are jealous and envious of them, right? This is what happens typically in the hood, right? In the ghetto, right? Just because you got to search somebody that made out the block, right? They got talent, and now they making all this money, and they balling, and they moving away, and they moving to a nice house way on the other side of town. Some of the homies, right? So the people that's been knowing them may feel some type of way about it. Oh, why does he get to have a nice career and I don't, right? Why does he get to drive all these fancy cars and go out of town and I can't, right? You have people who think that way. It's sad, but it's the truth. Especially out here in California, man. Listen, brothers, sisters out here that game, man, if they really want to go after you, they will kill you, they will. Come hell or high water. They'll go through leaps and boundaries to go after you. Okay? That's just what it was. Right? Pop Smoke was hanging around the wrong type of people, right? This man wasn't using his money properly. That's another thing, man. A lot of these young rappers, these young celebrities, they get money they ain't never seen, and they don't know how to act. Okay, because Pop Smoke should have got him some security around him, especially in a nice condo like he had. You in a nice place. Yeah, you got to have some security watching you almost 24 hours a day. Or get you some money, or get you a registered firearm so you can protect yourself. And see, this is the problem with a lot of these younger rappers too. Is like a lot of them don't have guidance. I'm gonna be very honest, man. There's not enough OGs trying to reach out to them. For example, you didn't never hear about Jay-Z's house getting invaded. You didn't hear about Nas, right? Fat Joe, Busta Rhymes, right? Public Enemy, right? Ice Cube, Snoop Dogg, right? You didn't hear about none of the rappers from the 90s and the early 2000s like DMX. None of their houses got invaded, right? Kendrick Lamar, right? J. Cole. You know what I'm saying? None of their houses got invaded. Nobody ran up on them in their house, tried to invade them in their home. Why is that? Why did his house get invaded, right? There's a difference, right? I'm going to tell you why. Because these other rappers had guidance. These other rappers were smart with their money. These other rappers knew how to listen. Okay? It's one thing for you to tell a young person something, right? Tell somebody something, right? It's another thing if they don't listen. The reason why a lot of these young rappers get in trouble all the time and get into unnecessary beef, that what we seen in the last, 6, 7, 8 years, is because a lot of them are hard-headed. Okay, let's just be honest, man. A lot of them feel they too big for their own head. They feel, okay, I got all this money. I'm rich now. I'm on TV. I'm making all this guap, right? My music videos are getting played. I'm on a rotation now. Y'all can't tell me nothing. That's how a lot of them feel. I'm gonna be very honest, right? Look at 6ix9ine, for example, right? Tekashi. Just 2 years ago, this dude was bragging about Treyway, right? Treyway this, Treyway that. That man saying I'm the hardest. And he was a Puerto Rican dude, right? He's a Spanish dude calling himself a nigga. He called himself the N-word, right? This dude straight said, I'm the hardest nigga, and I'm the hardest person in New York, right? I got guns, I got guap, I got all this money, right? I'm rolling hard, deep, nobody can mess with me, right? He talked about it. He's bragged about this in songs, right? And as soon as the DA found evidence against him, right? Right? He done got arrested. Him and his homies all got detained. And he done found out the judges get ready to hit him with a long sentence, right? He get ready to face like 50 to 70 some years or however long he was going to be in there, right? Well, 6ix9ine found all this out, right? Then he started trying to make a deal with the feds to try to get his time cut so he get out back early and get back to his music. Because he got a contract. See, when you don't fulfill your contractual duties, the label terminates you. That's how that goes. When you sign that contract, you got to fulfill your duties to keep getting paid. It means you got to put out at least 2 or 3 more. You got to put out at least 3 albums. You got to make concert appearances. You got to be on these shows. You got to do these interviews. So this is why this is what's wrong with him. Okay, so 6ix9ine thought he was hard and this and that. Then he find out, man, this street life is real. You can really get in trouble behind it. Now he in jail, and 6ix9ine is still locked up now. But again, he was hard headed. And I have y'all know that I've actually talked to actual older rappers, right? I've talked to Grandmaster Fast. I've had conversations with Melly Mel and the Furious Five because they all came to my job to perform. You know what I'm saying? There's a concert called Freestyle Jam we used to have a few years ago, right? A couple years ago. They came through. I talked to quite a few other rappers. And they told me, man, they don't like 6ix9ine. There's been other OGs, other older rappers who reached out to him. He don't have no respect for him at all. Okay? So I'm pretty sure Travis Scott have probably told Pop Smoke to protect himself and this and that and other. But it was on Pop Smoke to listen to him. No, Pop Smoke had to find out the hard way, man. And he also, and that's nothing too. You don't flex on the gram sometimes. You got a whole lot of money. You see all these chains and stuff they wearing? You got people right there that hate on you before that. Look at all this jewelry, right? And all that's real gold. Look at how these people want to get their money floss, right? And if they wonder why they get caught up. You got people right now in the hood that go to these places, right? And they get jealous of that. You got people who are mad at you for doing that because you made it and they didn't, right? So you got to watch your back at all times. You young folks that's trying to get into hip hop, right? Even if you're an athlete, right? Like for example, Kobe Bryant. Now Kobe Bryant was also rapping too. Kobe Bryant got an album out there, right? That man did a song with Tyra Banks. You know, Kobe Bryant was rapping in between, I think his first 4 years league before he started winning championships, right? But what helped Kobe Bryant live for so long is that not only did Kobe Bryant have his father, Joseph Jellybean Bryant, who played in the NBA, that man was on the Laker team that had other veterans. You had Eldon Campbell, you had Nick Van Exel, right? Eddie Jones, guys that was playing before him, right? Rick Fox came on there. So Kobe Bryant had guys who were mentoring him, who had told him who to stay away from, right? They tell him who to avoid, okay? So that's why Kobe Bryant was able to live until age 41. Yeah, what happened to him was tragic on the helicopter, but that was his own, again, part of that was his fault because there were people in the airport who told him not to fly. You know what I'm saying? Kobe Bryant was so determined to get to this gym, right? To host this tournament on time, like he always is, that he was willing to take the risk. Now, but it's sad that him and those other people lost their lives, including his daughter, but that's just what it is. Kobe Bryant said, I've been flying all this time, I'm going to keep flying, right? And by the way, that had nothing to do with that picture, that old photos that somebody took, that somebody drew of Kobe Bryant crashing that helicopter. That was ignorant, right? Take that with a grain of salt. But anyways, so yeah, Kobe Bryant lived to be 41 because he had guidance. That man had people he was listening to, right? Because these athletes had to go through, like before, when every athlete gets drafted, and this goes on to the NBA, MLB, and NFL, whatever sport they get ready to play professionally, they all got to go through a counseling class first. It's like an orientation, all right? That's what every athlete, ages like 19, I say 20 through 24, got to go through when they become rookies in these professional sports. I think I explained this before. Now, these organizations that set a Hall of Famer, official, right, the GM or whoever, to go talk to these young men or these young women, right, and tell them what they can and cannot do. They tell them the rules and the guidelines of the sport they're playing. And they'll go over to what's said in the contract agreement, right, when they sign. Okay? See, a lot of these hip-hop rappers, they're going to need something like that. You know what I'm saying? If it was up to me, I'll be making each one of these rappers, young rappers who get signed to my label, I have them go through some counseling where I'll send a rapper like an Ice Cube or somebody go in there and speak to them. I'll send somebody like a Q-Tip to come talk to rappers like Travis Smoke and Pop Smoke, right? Blueface. Even Blueface, right? Speaking of Blueface, man, Blueface is an athlete, right? You can look at his highlights on YouTube. That man played quarterback for Centennial. He was a good player. He was a good quarterback. Blueface can really throw the rock. That man is fast too. He's literally an all-American athlete. Blueface could be in somebody's university right now, playing under the NCAA for a team on his way to the NFL, but he chooses not to. Instead, he wants to get into this hip hop, right? So I pray that somebody like Blueface don't lose their life the same way Pop Smoke did, because this happens, right? And there are people who are not like Pop Smoke or none of these rappers who die in the streets all the time at young ages. You know, this don't just happen. What happened to Pop Smoke happens often, and it's a problem. That's why on my YouTube videos, I got videos telling these young men and women to stay away from the hood, man. You don't gotta follow along with that no more. I'm telling all these Bloods and Crips, these power rules to get along, to stop fighting each other, put your differences aside, let bygones be bygones, and learn to unite and join in together, so you can avoid killing each other, man. So our race can survive. I got videos telling them that right now because I actually care. I'm one of the few YouTubers out there that actually care about the community. Right? And y'all be thinking, okay, why is Either Real always defending these celebrities? Why is he always thinking high these celebrities? It's not that the fact that I'm trying to worship him, I'm not trying to idolize him, but I'm trying to defend him because I know where they're coming from. I know where Pop Smoke and Travis Smoke came from. I came from that same background. I came from the hood too. I came from the ghetto, came from poverty. But these people discover they got a God-given talent, and they finally use their talent to make them money and give their family the life they never had. And it's tragic when something like this happening. Even with Nipsey Hussle, that man got killed by his own homie. Somebody's supposed to be loyal to him, right? They from the same hood, ran the same rag. This dude got killed by his own homie. It's sad. Eric Holder did that because that man hated Nip. Let's be honest. Eric Holder wanted what Nip had. He was jealous of the fact that Nipsey Hussle was that big, right? He was that big of an OG. He owned that whole area, that whole shopping center. Everything was his. He making all this money, right? He was married to Nunu, right? Lauren London. And she's also a celebrity herself. He got all this fame and power, right? That got to Eric Holder's head. And see, Eric Holder snitched on that hood because he wanted all them gone. He wanted certain people to go to jail so he could take over. That's what that was all about. So when that backfired, right? And Nipsey found out, and see, Eric Holder was also trying to get into music too. And he found out that Nip didn't want to work with him no more because he's a snitch. You know what I'm saying? They been got into it before this. Eric Holder came back, you know what I'm saying, shot him and kicked him in the head. Right? So things like that happen often. A possible case, right, there's people that just didn't want to see him make it. That's just what it is. And it could have been an enemy set because, again, Pop Smoke was from the hood, too. He's probably gay, baby. Right? He really, like he said, he probably was. He most likely probably was game banging. He could have been part of a set. It could have been somebody from a hood, from a rival hood, or it could just be anybody, right? No, these things happen. Same thing with Triple X Tentacion. Triple X could still been alive had he had some security around him. You don't post on Instagram when you, and that's another thing too, man. Y'all gotta stop trying to flex for the gram. You need to stop trying to flex on Snapchat. Stop doing that nonsense. I don't even like when I see somebody post on their social media with them with a pistol in their hand. Why would you be that ignorant? Why would you be that that arrogant, knowing full well the feds is watching you? The police is online running their own internet, looking at everything y'all do and looking at the moves y'all make. Just for example, right? I know how to shoot a gun. If I go to range, I'm not going to record myself shooting a gun at the range. I don't want to let you know what I got to shoot, right? The goal is to surprise the enemy. Don't let the enemy see your hand. Let's see what you're capable of. Especially when somebody like Pop Smoke, you know what I'm saying, they on the online flexing with a gun. They get the enemy all the more reason why to try to kill you, right? Because you got some people that think with the mindset, let me get them before they get me, all right? So no, you young folks, you young rappers in the game, you need to take this video and learn something from it, right? I'm doing this because I care. Again, what happened to Pop Smoke is bad. I don't wish that on nobody, but you got to be smart. Pop Smoke should have had some protection around him. He should have had some ghouls, like some guards, right? Or hired some ghouls to protect him. Because I guarantee you, Travis Scott don't roll by himself. Travis Scott roll with a crew, right? Travis Scott either got goons or he got some security who has his back around him at all times when he goes to these shows. Travis Scott is never by himself. Best believe. And best believe when Travis Scott is at his house, he's strapped. I best believe that man probably got a burner in his house somewhere, you know what I'm saying, tucked away. Now, if somebody was to run up on him, they're going to get shot. Okay? And that's the same with me, man. When I get my new place that I'm saving up for, I'm going to get me a firearm myself just to protect myself and my family, right? To protect my wife and my kids. So nobody don't come in there and do something to them and harm them. Because you got people who are that sick in the head, right? You still got people who do home invasions, right? That's one of the things that 6ix9ine went down for, because him and Treyway was invading these homes. 6ix9ine knew everything that was going on. That's why he's going down now. You got a lot of these rappers that's getting in trouble behind, you know what I'm saying, stupid stuff, behind beef, right? Look at Young Thug, right? Young Thug tried to shoot at Lil Wayne's tour bus over Brat beef, right? Y'all remember that went down a few years ago between Young Money and Rich Gang? You know what I'm saying? Birdman and Wayne was beefing already, right? They already go to court. So Birdman felt some type of way. Young Thug go follow suit, right? And try to go after Wayne. I guess Young Thug had one of his homies shoot at Lil Wayne, right? Again, rap beef. It was only about the grace of God that Lil Wayne or none of his people around him got shot and got hit with a bullet that night. But y'all, this thing is real, man. The hood ain't no joke. So y'all gotta stop believing these fairy tale videos. These people, because this is another thing too, man. A lot of people like to talk about the devil in these YouTube videos, right? They like to say you satanic. People don't know who the devil is, man. Because like I said, the devil don't gotta use a Freemason to come after you, right? Most of these rappers are dying. The Freemason ain't got nothing to do with it. The Illuminati ain't killed them at all. The Illuminati and Freemason ain't killing none of these rappers. Some of these people, these celebrities, are dying because off of other things that's going on, right? Because let me tell you who the devil is. The devil don't gotta use a Freemason. He gotta use the Illuminati. Nobody none of these celebrities to kill you, right? The devil could use somebody close to you to come after you. 9 times out of 10, that's probably the one that's gonna do the murder. Somebody close to you, who knows you well, right? The devil could use somebody like those young 17-year-olds that shot up at the high schools, right? In Texas and Florida. He was one of them, right? He uses people like Dylan Roof and the other man in that church. They go inside these churches and shoot you, right? They get an AK-47 open fire, right? The devil will use somebody like Patrick Crucius. Now go into a Walmart and target a certain ethnicity of people because he don't like them, right? You feel they shouldn't be in this country, so he gonna go and take them out, right? And say he's doing it for his country, which is sick. That's who the devil uses to kill somebody, right? See, y'all don't need to be worried about a Freemason. You don't need to be worried about the Illuminati. You don't even need to worry about none of them, right? You need to be worried about some of these people you see in your everyday life. Even some of these police officers who got bad intentions, right? Who got hatred in their heart, that want to target and harass a certain ethnicity of people, right? That's who the devil go use to take and kill many people, right? To kill a certain amount of people. This is what you got to watch out for. This is the reality I live in. I'm not worried about none of these celebrities, man. These celebrities ain't gonna do nothing to you. These celebrities got enough problems they gotta deal with now, as you can see. There's a lot of these rappers who gotta deal with Pop Smoke gotta deal with, right? You don't think they worried about somebody running up on them, right? You don't think they worried, you don't think some of them get paranoid? But they know at the end of the day, they got a show to do. The show must go on. They got fans who they gotta please. Right? But no, the key to living a long life is being smart, young folks. Young man, young lady, the key to living a long life, to living on this earth to be your grandparents' age, when you live to be your 70s, 80s, and 90s, is being smart, right? Know who's around you. Be aware of your surroundings at all times. Yeah, it's true. Keep your enemies close, your friends close, but your enemy closer, but you got to be smart about it too. And if you're going to come up with a lot of money like Pop Smoke did, get you some protection, man. Hire you some security guards. See, the problem with a lot of young folks, especially these 20-year-olds, right, these 21, 19, 18, when they get a lot of money, they're not thinking about their life, you know what I'm saying, 5 years from now, right? They not worried about life. They try to turn up. A lot of these young folks want to turn up. They want to have fun all the time, especially when they get that age, right? When you're 20 years old, right? You come up with a lot of money and you rich, right? You don't think about your future. You don't necessarily think about your goals because you're living for the now. You're not living for the future. You're not thinking about getting married right down the line. You're not thinking about if I want to get my education, right? You're not thinking about building, property, building a credit score, none of that. You worry about having fun now. You wanna experiment. You wanna enjoy what life got to offer. That's all good and all, but you gotta be smart. You gotta know that everybody around you may not necessarily be your friend. Even your own family can hate you, and that's just the reality of it, right? Look at Selena. There was a Mexican female singer by the name of Selena, right? Some of us all saw the movie. That was my age, right? My generation saw this movie, right? Selena was killed by her own best friend, who's supposed to have had her back, because her best friend was envious and jealous of Selena. Because Selena had the voice, she had the talent, and her best friend couldn't none of it. Her best friend was just there to support her, right? Her best friend felt, I'm just there to make her happy. I don't got my own life. Why is Selena having all this money, all this fame? I don't, right? So her own best friend killed her near the end of the movie, which is sad, right? So think about this while you talk about these celebrities. They got to go through that same lifestyle, right? They got to go through the possibility of their own friends turning on them. Because they got all the talent, they got all the fame and fortune, and they don't. Okay? Again, what happened to Pop Smoke, I don't wish on nobody. It's sad that a young man that age got to die that young. I'm serious. I don't like it at all. I don't. Because Pop Smoke got family right now that's mourning his death, just like Kobe's family is. Right? Pop Smoke probably had, and God forbid he had kids. That man probably had a son or a daughter right now that don't have their father around. Okay? So y'all need to think about that, right? If you want to live this, to see your kids grow up, then again, you got to be smart. You got to protect yourself. You got to know who's around you. You can tell the ones who ain't your friend because they going to talk about you behind your back, right? On social media, they going to throw jabs. You go find out. God will show you who your true friends are. Best believe that. And see what kept me alive, because I'm 30 years old now. This month, I just turned 30, right? And what helped me was God. I put God first. But on top of that, I had OGs in the hood who told me to stay away from the negativity. I had OGs from my family's from, who told me, see, Zach, don't game no more. Don't be no follower, right? I had the OG, shouts out to Malik. Malik told me this a long time ago before we parted ways. He said, Zach, get you a wife, get married, have kids, get you a good job, and stay out these streets. Do not be a follower. There's too many niggas going to jail. He told me this already. He got too many people on the set going to jail behind dumb stuff. He said, don't do it no more. And shouts out to my cousin Stanley. He's an author. He's a hood author, right? He turned his life around. He's not banging like that no more. You know what I'm saying? Stanley is from Brick Boys, right? A set called Brick Boys on the north side of Low Beach. Okay? That's like 10 miles away from Ramona Park, where 2 is from. That's like 10 miles away from where Joey Fox and Vince Staples are from, right? They're set. But Stanley told me this, right? And he in the hood, he's going on his baby face. He's got his baby face look, but he told me this. He say, Zach, I wouldn't feel comfortable if I knowing you was out here being a part of something where you don't win in the end, where ain't no hope, ain't no survival in the end like that. Yeah, that's what he told me. This is very worse what I told him when he told me on Instagram, right, about game banging. Because even Stan, I tell these young folks to stop banging, stop doing dumb stuff, right? Don't go to the hood. He'll tell you that. Him being game banging all the years, he'll tell you that it's negative. He'll tell you what comes with it. But Stan Thomas says, it's like I would feel comfortable knowing you were part of something where you don't win in the end, where you guaranteed to take a loss. Because there's been too many brothers, young brothers who went to jail behind game banging, right? Behind doing dumb stuff. Okay? But no, the reason why a lot of these older rappers, right, even Heavy D lived to be in his 50s, like late 40s, early 50s, right? Because again, those older rappers had guidance. Those older rappers know how to listen. Like Nas knew how to listen. Nas had respect for the game. So you young rappers, you got to respect your elders, right? You got to listen to older people who did it before you. Again, protect yourself at all times, right? Watch who you bring around you, okay? Because again, people you bring around may not necessarily like it. They may plot against you. How they go take something away from you, right? Again, watch your people, man. That's all I'm gonna say, man. But anyways, man, this is the video. Again, man, it's sad that Pop Smoke got to pass on, but again, man, you got to forget these rappers. That's why I said I don't talk about these people at all, because I know death is a real thing, man. Now, ain't no such thing as trying to fake death. Death is real. Death gonna come for everybody living and breathing, right? But you can live a long life and forget. You be smart and protect yourself, right? Learn to listen to people older than you who lived longer than you. Okay, learn to listen to them. Learn to listen to these OGs who tell you something that so you could survive and stay alive, right? Because you got many people in the hood, right, that in game bang. You got many people that are selling drugs that wish they would have had a different life. Wish they didn't have to go through that. Wish they didn't have to go to jail. There's people who got shot who wish they didn't have to, who knew they should listen to their parents so they avoid getting shot. Okay, you got those type of people, right? You listen to them. Listen to people that's been around longer than you, so you know what to stay away from and know what not to do. Especially out here in these streets, that's dangerous. Especially out here in California. Y'all think Chicago is bad? California is just as worse. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Okay, especially out here in the hood, man. You don't play around out here in California, because you got shooters. You got people who will really kill you, right? Just because of what you have and what you represent. Again, Pop Smoke was famous and everything, but he learned the hard way. You know what I'm saying? Because real killers move in silence. Someone that's a real gangster, that's a real OG, that's really selling drugs, that's really about their life, they're not going to be on social media like that, no way. Because they don't want everybody knowing their business. Again, man, y'all need to stop flexing for the graph. Stop showing your jewelry. Stop just showing your chains, right? If you get a stack of money, you don't got to always show it, right? You got people on social media that's showing out stacks of 2, 3 G's, 1,500, right? Idiots, man. And yet you wonder why the feds is going after you so easily. You wonder why people like Tekashi 6ix9ine get busted is the way they do, because they brag. They too loud. They talk too much. Because sometimes the feds don't even got to have somebody snitch on you. You snitch on yourself through your rap lyrics. Or social media, right? You hold a 45 to 8 registered knowing it's not yours, right? You got that gun. You post it on social media, letting everybody know that you're a shooter, right? You got all these chains, all this jewelry. You fuss with all these cars, man. People look at that and they get jealous. They get mad at that. Especially people that's out here starving. These Googles that's starving, right? That's trying to feed their family. And they know they can't get a real job. They know they don't got no education, so they got to rely on street life. These type of people go find a way to come after you. All right? Just because you got a whole lot of money don't mean you got to show it all the time. Right? You can it's the key to live a long life, especially being a celebrity, is to stay humble. Young folks, y'all got to stay humble. Okay? If you stay humble, you'll go a long way in life. Because being humble is being wise, being smart. Right? Use your head. Should nobody have to go out like Pop Smoke did? Go get his house, get people who run inside his house and shoot him, right? I don't want that. I don't want to see nobody go through that. Especially somebody at 19, 20 years old that's just now, you know what I'm saying, come up in the game and got talent and is trying to perform and live their dream. I don't want to see nobody die that young. What happened to Triple X, Tentacion? Again, I don't wish on nobody. So, folks, remember this video and just remember those words, man. Young lady, young man, if you listen to it again, remember everything I'm telling you, man. Stay away from the negativity, right? Again, man, be smart. Listen to your parents. Listen to your older brother, sister. Anybody who have your best interest at heart, listen to them, right? So that way you can protect yourself from such harm and danger. Anyways, folks, man, like, subscribe, comment if you feel like it. Stay blessed, stay tuned. I'll see you soon.